Students, welcome to online classes conducted by Angadi Institute of Technology and Management for the subject Computer Aided Building Planning and Drawing 18CVL37 for third semester of civil engineering students. I am Ms. Tejaswini Jotawar, Assistant Professor from Civil Engineering Department, and I will be handling this laboratory for your current academic semester. So, before I go on to introduction, I would like to highlight what all before I start up the syllabus, I would like to highlight what all things are there in this subject. Here in this subject, you will be studying about 3 individual models. That is, module 1 is all about the basics of the drawing. You are going to learn a software called as AutoCAD, which is a drawing software for civil and mechanical engineers, or some which is basically a drawing software. So you're going to learn about that software and different tools which are available in that software, how to draw a simple drawing to a complex drawing. Then after that, the module 2 consists of drawings of a different building element. Here you're going to study cross section of a foundation, masonry wall, column footing, combined and isolated footing, types of brick masonry, different types of staircases, lintel and chacha, RCC slabs and beams, cross section of pavement, septic tank and sedimentation tanks, a rainwater recharging and harvesting system, cross sectional details of a road for residential area with the provision of all services, then steel truss, as well as in module 3. So these are all the individual elements of one particular building or infrastructure. In the third module, you are going to study about the entire building, that is principle of a planning regulations and building bylaws, factors affecting a site selection, functional planning of residential and public building, design aspects for different public buildings, and recommendations as per National Building Code. Drawing of a plan, elevation and sectional elevation and sectional view, including electrical, plumbing and sanitary services using AutoCAD software. You are going to do 4 types of buildings here, that is a single and a double story residential building, a hostel building, a hospital building and a school building. Then at the end of the semester, you are going to submit a drawing for a 2-story residential building with access to terrace, including all details and statements as per the local bylaw, that is as per Belgaum City Corporation bylaws. Okay, so let us begin with the syllabus. Here this subject consists of total 4 hours of teaching, that is 2 hours theory and 2 hours practical per week. In total it consists of 100 marks, out of which 40 marks will be internal. In that 40 marks, I am going to divide it for an internal examination and your journal submission as well as attendance. Then the 60 marks external. Your external examination will be conducted for 100 marks and then reduced to 60 marks. So total 40 internal examination, 40 internal marks plus 60 external marks. In total, you are going to gain 100 marks, and the subject has a credits of 2. Then as per the outcomes of the subjects are concerned, that is after learning this subject, what we are expecting from a students to do is that a student will be able to identify all just a minute. So for every subject whatever we teach, we say that after learning a subject, what achievements or what a student will be able to do. after learning that particular type of a subject. So here at the end of the semester, after learning this semester, you will be able to illustrate the drawing skills using AutoCAD software. Then apply the skills what you have learned in making a drawing of a basic elements of civil engineering like foundation, slab, beam, column, footing, staircase, then road pavements, etc. Then apply the knowledge of drawing tools in preparing the residential building plan. Once you know how to draw using AutoCAD, and once you know how to draw using AutoCAD the all different structural elements or a basic building elements, then you can draw a complete building plan of a residential building, whether it is a single story or a double story. Then after that you'll be able to apply the knowledge of drawing tools in preparing not only residential building but also a public buildings like hostel building, hospital building and school building. So these are the 4 outcomes which we are expecting from a students at the end of the semester. So as I have explained, evaluation guidelines are as follows: 40 internal and 60 external. Total it consists of 100 marks. So the question paper pattern will be, as I told you, there are 3 modules. First is introduction to the software and various tools in the software. Second is drawing building elements, and third is drawing of an entire building of some residential and some public buildings. So there will be 4 full questions with subdivisions if necessary from model 2, with each full question carrying 25 marks. Students have to answer any 2 full questions. Then there will be 2 full questions from module 3. So each full question carrying 50 marks. Students have to answer any 1 question. The condition of examination and a question paper format of should be in lines of first year CAED, that what you have learned in the first semester CAD. So in the similar type of examination will be held for this also. It's a drawing paper, but the exam will be conducted by batches in a computer labs. Question paper should be given to the batches, and you're going to first draw do the sketching in your paper, and then after represent the same drawing in your computer. So in module 2, that is drawing of a building elements, you're going to attempt any 2 full questions for 25 each. So here you are going to earn about 50 marks. And in module 3, that is design of a residential building, single story or double story, design of a hospital, design of a school building, or design of a hostel building. Out of these 4, any 1 question will be appearing in the examination, and that you have to attempt. I mean, you will get an option, but out of 2, any 1 full question you are going to appear. Out of these 4, I am going to give you any 2 options. Out of those 2 options, you have to choose 1 and complete the drawing. So in total, in 3 hours, you are going to draw 1 complete building and 2 structural any building elements. So make sure that you are thorough with all 3 modules. As you may ask that why first module is not there in the question paper. Even though first module is there in the syllabus, it is just an introduction to the subject. It is not an introduction, or it is just an introduction to the software. So even though we are not putting that in question paper, but the same thing will be there in your Viva, because along with CAD you are going to have a Viva for which separate marks will be there. So for Viva, first part, that is how to use the tools and a brief introduction of AutoCAD is required. And as per textbooks are concerned, these are few textbooks and reference books for your reference. So let us start with module 1. why this AutoCAD or drawing softwares are important. So as you all know, for a civil engineer, a CAD is a very basic type of very before CAD I will start with the drawing first. So drawing is something very basic for a civil engineer to represent his views and ideas, or to convey his views and ideas to the person who is going to execute the project. Say for example, in civil engineering field, it's not like the one who designs it, the same person will execute it on the site, because a architect will plan, then after that a civil engineer will design the structure. After that, a site engineer or a project manager will handle the such structure, and he will execute it on the site. Architect may not know what problems or what type of conditions are site engineer have. Then a structural engineer may not be able to tell exactly how to execute the plan on site to a site engineer, or even the worker mestri or gaundi. So what the basic method what we chose is to represent our entire project in terms of a drawing. So before the introduction of a AutoCAD, or before the era of a computer, we used to do a drafting by hand, manual drafting, where we used to we use tools like a drafter, a T-scale, then and so on. So manual drafting is, even though it's quite I can say it's a very early method, but as the technology developed, we go on finding for a better execution of the drawing, because as the development in the field of computers, we started to get to know that computers may save us a time, may give us a better or the drawings with a very less errors. So we go on exploring in that field. Then comes the introduction of a CAD. CAD is nothing but computer aided drawing or detailing. Computer aided design, computer aided drawing, computer aided design and drafting, CADD. It is a technology for design and technical documentation, which replaces a manual drafting with the automated process. A computer aided drafting is a process of preparing a drawing of an object on the screen of a computer. There are various types of drawings in different fields of engineering science. Say for example, a civil engineering, we do plans, layouts of buildings, etc. If it is a mechanical engineering, they do parts of or the equipment parts of various machineries. It goes on depending upon the various fields of, for example, aerospace engineer or automobile engineer, he designs or he drafts various parts of a automobile. So as we go on, the widely used software programs can help us to draft a construction documentation in civil engineering field, and also explore design ideas, which gives a visual concept through a photorealistic readings, and it also simulates how a design performs in the real world. It gives us a easy way of understanding. Then why this CAD system has a huge impact on civil engineering field? Because it increases the productivity of an engineer. If it is with the computers, then engineer can draft or he can produce drawings or drafting can be very easily, as well as less time consuming. It is much more faster than that of a manual drafting, and we can make it make a various copies. I mean, even a simple, say I'm drafting a building where I have a similar elements on two to three multiple. Say I'm drafting an apartment. I have a same one block I have provided, which is exactly a mirror image of the block which I'm going to provide on the next adjacent block. So if it is a manual drawing, then I have to draw the same block for 2 times. But if it is a CAD drawing, then I can just draw a mirror image of the same. I just copy it and then paste it at wherever I want. So productivity of a design engineer will increase. Then it also improves the quality of the design, because it gives a very precise and a very by reducing drastically reducing errors. It gives a very minute accuracy. So the quality of the design will be very good enough. Then it improves the communication through design. I mean, through AutoCAD, communicating with the other parties will be very easy, because the use of a CAD system provides a better engineering drawing than more standardization in the drawing. It gives a better documentation of the design, and also a very few drawing errors will be occurring. Then it creates a database for manufacturing. The process of creating a documentation for these products, much of the required database of manufacturing the products is very easy by using a CAD. It also improves the efficiency of the design, because at some point we can just save the documents. We can send the documents through internet. Then any person who is on the other side of the world can easily access those documents without any delay. It gives accessibility to other file formats, like we can convert the AutoCAD file, AutoCAD drawings, to a PDF, then take a printout in a required dimensions. I can draw the same print. I can take out the printout of a same drawing in A1, A2, A3 as well as A4 paper without any problem. Then these all are the advantages of AutoCAD, but there are some limitations also. That is, one is it requires at least a 32-bit word of computer is necessary for carrying out a CAD drawing. Memory size, computer memory size should be at least 32 bits. Then the size of the software package is comparatively larger, so it may happen that it may take up some amount of your computer memory. Then skill and judgment are required to prepare the drawing. That is necessary for all, whether it is manual drafting or whether it is a computer drafting. But with respect to computer drafting, computer skills are quite required. Then huge investment. If it is compared with the manual drafting, in manual drafting I just need a table and a drafting sheet along with a drafter or a T-scale and some type of a pencil, scale and pencil. But when it comes to computer-aided drawing, I require a computer and accessibility to printer, so that I can take out a printers. So initially investment will be comparatively huge. So these all about the CAD. Now comes our topic, that is AutoCAD. AutoCAD is a commercial computer aided design and drawing software application. This application has been developed and marketed by a company called as Autodesk. Autodesk is the name of a company. The AutoCAD was first released in December 1982 as a desktop app running on microcomputers with an internal graphic controls. Since 2010, AutoCAD was released as a simple mobile app as well and marketed as a AutoCAD 360. That is the same thing what we used to get the access in the desktop computers. Same thing we can access in our smartphones or mobiles. We can open up the drawing in mobile and check out what our details are there. And if it is a higher end mobile, we can do the addition or editing also by using just a mobile. Then AutoCAD is used in the industry by architects, project managers, engineers, graphic designers, city planners and other professionals. As you can see, it is used by most of the people or the professionals who are included in the construction. Then AutoCAD and AutoCAD ELT are available for various languages also. It is available in English, German, French, Italian, Spanish, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, simplified Chinese, traditional Chinese, then Brazilian, Portuguese, Russian, Czech, Polish and Hungarian. There are many languages in which it is available, as since in India we are using English language for AutoCAD. Then the extent of localization varies from a full translation of the product to a documentation only. The AutoCAD command set is localized as per the part of a software localization. It means that the entire AutoCAD software might be in the local languages, or it may happen that most of them are in English, and when we take up the printouts we can go for the text size and all that we can give it in the local languages. So it depends upon where the software has been developed, or where it has been, the product has been manufactured and it is supplied. Then as per the AutoCAD, which type of AutoCAD we are using is concerned, every year these softwares will go on updating themselves. I mean, how we have a mobile updates like iPhone 10, iPhone 11, iPhone 6, 8 and 11, like that. The AutoCAD also has its own versions, and the most widely used one is 2017. As per the latest one is concerned, in market we have 2019 available, but AutoCAD has also produced 2020, which is May. I don't know whether it is I think it's been out in the market. But the 2007 version is the most widely used in all the departments of the government departments of India. They use a 2007 model. Then let us start with why this AutoCAD, we need to study this AutoCAD. It supports a number of APIs for a customization and automation, which also the base for products extending AutoCAD functionality as a specific field. So as a civil engineering field is concerned, AutoCAD gives a functionality as per the civil engineering aspects. Means we can use the AutoCAD for drawing a civil engineering tools. We can use the you can use the AutoCAD for electrical engineering purpose. We can use it for a mechanical engineering purpose, and so on. So depending upon which type of a field we want, AutoCAD gives us a various products. Then creating a product such as AutoCAD architecture, AutoCAD electrical, AutoCAD civil, 3D, etc. So it gives a various varieties. Then it also gives a third party AutoCAD based applications also. These all things are a bit higher end for you to understand. We just look into the various softwares which are available by Autodesk or AutoCAD. We have AutoCAD versions. We have AutoCAD as Advanced Steel, which is particularly for a steel design. AutoCAD Architecture, Electrical, SCAD, then Map 3D, AutoCAD Mech, AutoCAD Structural Detailing, AutoCAD MEP, AutoCAD Utility Design, AutoCAD P&ID, then AutoCAD 3D as well as AutoCAD Plant 3D as well as AutoCAD Civil 3D. So in AutoCAD itself we have 12 different, as of now we have 12 different softwares. Then AutoCAD is a software package created for a Windows, and usually any new AutoCAD version supports the current Windows version and some older ones. AutoCAD 16 to AutoCAD 2020 versions they support on Windows 7 to up to Windows 10 versions. Then it means that it is basically designed for a Windows application. Then you can use it from Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10 and so on. So if you look into the desktop, this is how AutoCAD symbol is like, the app looks like. This is the basic app of a Autodesk desktop app, and this is the app for a AutoCAD file, AutoCAD application. So once you double click on this, you will be able to open an environment something like this. So this is your worksheet where you are going to draw the drawings. So here there are various parts in this. What the black thing what is appearing here is all your working area. We call it as a drawing area, and this is the cursor. This is that X and Y axis. This is the axis. Then here on the top where you can see the file, edit, view, insert, format, tool, draft, dimension, modify, express, window and help. These all are the these all together form a menu bar. Then once you click on the menu bar, you'll get a drop down window where you can see a sub menus. Then these are the ones you are seeing here are all the tools. We call it as a toolbar. These are the tools which you can use it for drafting. Say the simple ones are the drawing tools like line, construction line, polyline, polygon, rectangle, arc, circle, etc. So these are all the tools. Then here comes the one where you can see the word command. This is called as a command area. Here you can write anything you want to execute, and that will be taken up by the software to execute the drawing. So either you can just use the cursor and pin out and do the drawing, or you can just tell the software to execute in such a way that it should be in a way that a software understands that your language. So here you'll be able to learn how to use that. In the next class onwards, I am going to teach you about various commands. Commands in the sense there are actually 4 types of commands basically. That is, see, whenever we use AutoCAD for a basic elements for preparation of any drawing, it uses 4 basic elements. One is lines, another is curves, then a text and a filling point. Lines are used so that you can draw anything. Then curves are which gives a curve shape. Then a text is for writing up whatever you want to give the detailing about that particular part. Then filling up is nothing but a hatching in the sense say how you represent a brick by drawing a double lines, or how you represent a concrete by drawing a dotted along with some larger triangles and all. So that is a filling up. Filling represents which type of a material is used. So these are the 4 basic elements for preparation of our drawings. Now there are four different categories of tools which you can use for the drawing. One is drawing tools. Drawing tools may include line, construction line, multi-line, circle, arc, polyline, polygon, rectangle, then and so on, maybe almost. So these are all the drawings where you directly draw using those. Say if I want to draw a line, I'll click on the element and then I'll just draw a line of whatever dimensions I want. So these are directly which you draw. Then you have some tools called as a modifying tools. Modifying tools means whatever your drawing you have done, you want to change it or you want to re-execute it. Then what we do is we use some kind of a tools like here you can see zoom is one of the tools which is used for view. No, zoom is not modifying, it is erase. Erase is one of the tools used for modifying. Trim is one of the use. Trim in the sense you want to keep a part of a line and you want to erase a part of a line. It means some portion of the line you want to erase it and some portion of the line you want to keep it. Then fillet. No, fillet is something where there is a sharp edge which you want to give a curvy edge. Then extend in the sense whatever you have line drafted, you want to extend it for some more distance. Then stretch, then chamfer, then join, then rotate, divide, explode. These are the tools which will allow you to modify a present drawing, or you can readjust the drawing in whatever way you want. Then using of a text is another category of a tools. So there here you will be get to know commands like a dtext, then multi-line text, then spelling check, etc. Then some special features are also there like view tools. View tools in the sense what type of what part of a diagram you want to view. Say like zoom is something which how you use it in a paint or any other drawing software. It can zoom in or zoom out one particular part. Then it also has a layers concept where you can draft one part of a drawing completely by creating it one layer, then above the on the other layer by creating second layer. So you can move or edit or create any kind of alteration you can do for one particular layer, and then without causing any difficulty to the other layers. This will help you when you do the drafting for various elements like you are putting electrical detailing, you are putting a plumbing detailing, as well as you are putting a structural drawing along with the architectural plan. So in such a confusion, you can use the layers so that your drawing will be easier. Then we also have a dimensions tools which will allow us to look into the dimension of one particular type of drawing or the draft, whatever draft you have prepared. Then it also gives us to create a dimension leader. A dimension leader is something which like an arrow, you just draw an arrow, indicate it, and write what that particular element is. Then hatching is something that filling up the material. Then customizing a toolbars, that is however you want to rearrange your toolbar, like view tools separately, drawing tools separately, modifying tools separately, like that you can rearrange it. Then working with the multiple drawings, you can work only in one drawing or you can work with multiple drawings, etc. So these all are 4 different types of tools, and the list what you are seeing here is a list of shortcuts. So as I told you here earlier, in the command area, if you want to draw a if you want to select a particular type of a tool, say I want to draw a rectangle, then I can move out my mouse to a rectangular and select it, and then draw a rectangle. Or else I can directly type here what I want a rectangle, and for rectangle either I can type it as a rectangle or I can type a shortcut which is REC. Then if I enter it, I'll be able to draw a rectangle. Then I'll give the dimension, and enter the dimension also will be given in the command area, or you can see a small window will be appearing along with your cursor. So this is how we draw drawings. You'll be able to see once I execute the drawing. So just remember what all commands are there and what are the shortcut keys. It's not like you have to by heart all the shortcut keys, but if you remember at least few of them which are repeatedly used, that will be helpful for you to draw it very quick. I mean, even though you don't remember all these tools, but still you can draw the drawing. But the only thing is that you have to go on searching where that tool is present. But instead of searching that, if you remember the shortcut key, just you can type it and you can access the tool. So this is all about the first session of the drawing. In the next session, we'll be starting with the simple drawing tools. We'll start with the drawing of a line, rectangle and all, and go on with the next. Thank you for attending the session. We'll meet in the next session.